as I near retirement, whenever that is, something that Katie and I have talked a lot about is where we're going to live. Are we going to stay in the house we're in? Are we going to downsize? Are we going to move out of town? What are we going to do? Whatever we decide with all of those questions, a realtor will play a role, that's for sure. And all realtors are about to undergo some huge changes in the way they do business over the next few days. So what's going on? How will it impact any of you that maybe want to get into the real estate market or perhaps even want to become a realtor, right? That's where Zoe Taylor with Compass Realty comes in, because we want to welcome her back to My St. Louis Live.
Thanks for having me.
We're glad to have you. And first off, so there's changes taking place. Tell us what these are.
So technically, nationally, NAR, National Association of Realtors, had a lawsuit, and the settlement said that some changes have to be implemented by this Saturday. St. Louis has already seen those changes go into effect as of August 1st, give or take a few days. So we're already implementing them, but basically what's being mandated now is all buyers have to have a signed buyer agency agreement signed with their representing agent before they ever see a house. It wasn't mandatory before. It should have been done, but it wasn't mandatory. Now it is.
That doesn't seem like a big deal.
Nope, it's not. And then the other thing is that commissions that are being paid to buyer agents are no longer visible publicly, nor are they visible internally in our own realtor MLS system. So it just makes a little less transparency and a little bit more work for realtors.
Right.
Those are the two biggest changes that are being enforced as of this weekend.
But it doesn't necessarily change the amount of the commission or how it works or anything like that?
No, commissions have always been negotiable. Nothing's changed as far as that goes. You can technically now pay $0 to a buyer agent as a seller if you really chose to.
Right.
Previously, the lowest amount that you could pay was a penny. So what's changed is a penny.
A penny. All right. So how is this going to impact someone who may be looking for a home?
So buyers just need to make sure that they fully understand what this means. There are some sellers that are dipping their toe in the water and trying to pay out $0 for a buyer agent. So if you have a buyer representation agreement with your representing realtor for 3% and that seller is paying out $0, well, you may consider, I might not want to buy that house. I might need to negotiate that commission into our offer whenever we write on that house. Or we might need to come up with the cash at closing, just like you pay for your lender or your title company. You may need to pay for your own representation at closing. So just education.
And then what on the seller side? Is there an impact there?
Like I said, some sellers are dipping their toe and paying out $0. We're not seeing much of it. I've always said that there's three aspects typically to selling a home: condition, location, and price. I feel like we're adding one variable now in compensation. So if one of those variables are off, a seller may not net as much money, or they may not sell their home as quickly as they would like. So you just need a realtor that's going to be able to educate you on those four aspects to marketing your home.
It's nice to go into an agreement with that, understanding everything about it. And then going out and...
Which is how it should have always been. I just feel like some realtors don't necessarily know how to educate their clients. So just making sure that you have a professional realtor that knows what's going on and can educate you properly is important.
So in a couple of weeks, the feds are going to meet. They're going to hopefully start lowering rates, mortgage rates, interest rates. What do you see happening right now in the St. Louis real estate market?
The St. Louis market, you know, we're kind of buffered from what a lot of the country is seeing. We're still seeing increase in home prices, low inventory, a lot of buyers. I will say buyers are being a little slower and pickier, wanting to make sure that houses are checking more boxes. We're seeing a few more accumulated days on market, but it's still very much a seller's market. If interest rates come down, I feel like we're going to have a lot more buyers come out. There's a lot of buyers kind of holding back, waiting for that rate drop. I personally went under contract on my own home 2 days ago because I know that there's a good opportunity right now to purchase a home. So I'm currently under contract for my family.
For you.
Thank you.
But it's interesting because it seems like it's just going to blow up here pretty soon, because everybody who's been sitting on the sidelines, and even those who, even the sellers, think about the next mortgage that they're going to have, so they're holding off on selling, which I think has a lot to do with that inventory shortage.
Oh yeah, definitely. Sellers are holding off because they're locked in at these low rates. If interest rates come down, I'm hoping that a lot of sellers might finally make the push to list their homes, because that's really what is going to help our market, is to get more listings on. But then they're going to need to buy something too, so we're just going to have more buyers. So we'll see how it all plays out. More paperwork, always.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
You're
Appreciate
very welcome.
Good luck with the house.
Thanks.
All right. If you know someone who's looking to buy or sell their home, you want them to know about these changes, we're going to post this segment on our website, firstalert4.com/MySTLLive. That'll be right after the show.
A lot of good information in there. All right, well, you can dine out